Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Before we get into today's video, if you are new here and have never seen me before, my name is Maya. Make sure you go subscribe to my channel right now. Also, make sure your notifications are on so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So if you've seen one of my last videos, I did try out this 5-in-1 interchangeable curling iron that I purchased from Amazon, and this thing was kind of trending all over TikTok. So I did want to give it a try. So in the last video, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. But I did test out all of the 5 barrels that comes with this curling iron set. So in the set, like I said, you get 5 barrels and you can interchange them from the base. You just unlock this part right here and then you can switch out any of the barrels and put a new one in there and use any size that you want. So if you haven't yet, go check that out. But today I am going to be trying out my whole head of hair with my favorite barrel that I reviewed in the last video. So I'm going with one of the bigger barrels today and we are going to try curling my whole head of hair on my naturally curled hair right now. Of course, I have to brush it through because it's super matted right now, but we are gonna do a full head of hair with this barrel. And since I picked this one as my favorite, I assume that I'm gonna be using it quite a bit. So I thought let's do a little hair curling tutorial with this barrel and wand. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. I just need to brush this hair and then I'm gonna get started on curling. So we're gonna let that heat up and I'm gonna get my hair brushed through. Okay, so I'm gonna split my hair in half and work on this section for now. So I do have it all brushed through and this thing heats up super quick, like literally in 20 seconds and it's ready to go. Let's get started on curling my hair. So I am gonna be using my 22 high hold thermal spray from Redken. What I like to do with this is just spray it through and then give it a quick brush through. So that one is a heat protectant and also a hairspray. All right, and I'm also gonna do bigger sections because I want bigger, looser curls. So probably a section about that size. And then when I curl my hair with my natural hair, I don't go way up to the root. I kind of leave it to about a couple inches away, just so it's not a really like tight curl from the top. All right, and then we're just gonna let it hold for about 30 seconds. And there is our first curl. See, I just love this curling iron thickness. This one is 1.25 inch and it gives the nicest wavy curl. All right, let's go ahead and get this side all done. So last section for the side. And I usually point the tip of the curling iron downwards when I curl. I don't know, I don't usually hold it sideways. And then it just easily falls out. Okay, so that is this side fully finished. So this is the before and that is the after. Right now, I want you guys to go ahead and go down below in the comments and let me know which heat protectant and hairspray is your favorite to use, and also which curling iron you are currently using. Are you using a newer one, an older one, a name brand or non-name brand? Let me know down below. Okay, so I already have this side brushed through. I'm just gonna give it a spray of the heat protectant, brush it through, and then we're gonna get to curling this side. But let's get started on curling this side. And I usually always try to curl the hair backwards, especially the back pieces, so they kind of all fall nicely on the back. So usually I can go about 4 to 5 days before I have to wash my hair again, but lately my scalp has been so oily where I'm having to wash my hair like almost every 3 days, which I hate because I have so much hair and it's such high maintenance. So I really need to find out a solution to not having my hair get so oily so fast. And also another problem I'm facing is that my ends are super dry. So I really need to find a solution to help my hair because the top is oily and the bottoms are dry and it is so frustrating. So again, I'm holding the hair a few inches, not curling right up to the root. Now this whole side is completely curled. All right, so this is the whole bottom section curled. Also, I'm curious as well, so leave a comment. Do you guys usually brush your hair out after you curl it, or do you leave it, especially when you're doing curls like this, like the bigger, looser curls, do you brush them through? Typically when I do smaller, tighter curls, I will brush them through so they kind of look like a more natural hairstyle. When I do the bigger barrel curls, I typically leave them and just kind of let them fall out, and throughout the day I'll like hand comb them, but I don't really like to take a brush to them right after I curl it. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. Okay, so now that the whole bottom section is done, I'm gonna get started on the top section, but first I need to brush it through. I always work on my right side first, so I'm gonna leave that section alone and work on this one. So I usually push the already curled hair to the back. We're gonna spray this section and then brush it through. Okay, I'm gonna get to curling this section. For the top layer, I usually do hold it a little bit closer, not all the way up to the root, but just a little bit closer. So in some of the upcoming videos, I'm going to be trying out some new and trending makeup, also some old and trending makeup, so do stay tuned for that. And then I'm also going to be revealing and doing my favorite skincare products and all of the stuff that I use in my skincare routine, so stay tuned for that also. Okay, so my favorite part about curling my hair is doing the bangs. I have a small, tiny piece of longer hair in here that I'm gonna wrap my bangs with. The trick that I do when curling my bangs, I am still gonna curl the hair backwards, but I'm gonna wrap it tight up first and then let it loose and just finish wrapping, and you don't hold it for long either. So you just kind of go tight and then loose and then just let it fall right out. And there you go. So it gives it nice little volume, but it doesn't give it a super crazy curl. Alright, so that is this whole side of my hair completely curled. What do you guys think of how it looks? Like I said, I'm not going to brush it through. I'm going to leave it like this, just let it fall out on its own, finger comb it throughout the day. By tomorrow, it's going to look like a whole one big section wave, but it looks so beautiful. Let's zoom through this other side of my head, this small section here, and let's get this look completed. And of course, I'm going to spray it one last time. So I want to know, out of all of the hot tools like straighteners, curling irons, crimpers, I don't even know what else there is really out there, what's your favorite to do every day, or which one do you typically go for? For me, I used to be really big on straightening my hair all the time. I'd have my hair straight like pretty much every day. And I have naturally curly hair, so I really hated wearing my hair natural just because it was a lot to like upkeep. And for whatever reason, especially when I was younger, I never really liked to wear my hair natural, so I always had it straight. And now as I'm getting older and back into loving my hair a little bit more, I'm liking the curl better on me. So I really do have to get my natural hair like back and revived to really natural curls, because I kind of have lost my natural curl. So I definitely want that to be something that I do this year, is getting my natural curls back. But otherwise, when I'm using Hot Tools, I don't really like the look of my hair straight anymore. I'm super happy I went with this 5-in-1 curling iron because first of all, it's way cheaper than buying 5 separate curling irons. You can kind of switch it up every day if you really want to. Let me know below, what's your favorite thing to do? Straighten your hair, wear it curly, natural? I also do have the 3-prong beach waver, and I really like the look of that too. It's a more natural kind of look, but for me it takes so long to do because I have such thick and long hair. So I almost really don't even have the patience for it sometimes. Okay, so I'm on to my last strand. I am gonna group my bangs in with this tiny strand of hair again. So again, super tight and then let it loose. And there you have the bangs wrapped right in there, just like that. So if you're like a super perfectionist and you don't like how this is kind of like a little bit wavy at the top, you can take your straightener, go in it again, and just straighten out the top piece. But for me, I'm gonna leave it because, like I said, I like it to look as natural as possible. So once the hair starts falling out over the next day or two, it'll kind of all just blend in and look like a naturally nice little wave. But you guys, so this is the finished look. Tell me, what do you think of the curls that I just got with that curling iron? They are absolutely stunning. So this is by far my favorite curling iron at this moment. Unless I come across another one that I try out and absolutely love, this is by far my favorite curling iron. So it just gave me like the perfect loose barrel curls. I have to say, it curled them super fast. I only had to hold it for about 20 seconds. It heats up super fast. I mean, the curls, like, they're holding so well, and I probably started curling these ones like over 40 minutes ago, so they're holding. They're doing really good. Like, they are holding. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out today's video right here. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it and curling my hair, then please make sure to go hit that like button, share the love, spread the love. Don't forget to leave a comment for those things, because I am curious on what you guys are using, loving, recommend, all that stuff. Make sure to stay tuned for some of my upcoming videos because I think you're really gonna enjoy them. I have a couple of surprises coming up too, so I'm super excited to share that with you. But as always, if you haven't yet, please go subscribe to my channel. Make sure those notifications are on. Again, I post every Tuesday and Saturday. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later on in the next video.